I got a lot of emails and certainly tweets saying, hey, check out what the MMQB did this morning. And this was yesterday morning. It was a piece written by a member of the Vancouver Fire Department named Dana Wright, writing about he and 3 of his colleagues running the 40-yard dash in their fire suits. You guys saw that video, right? We ran it. The NFL Network ran it, where they ran their 40-yard dash in their full-on fire gear. And the finish line was, I guess, a water cannon or a hose from one of their front of their fire trucks, and they had to run underneath the arcing water, and it was awesome. But I had no idea there was a backstory to some of this stuff and what happened to one of the guys when they ran. And Dana wrote about it in a very funny and also moving piece. So I wanted to have him here on the Rich Eisen Show today. Dana, you there?
I'm there, Rich.
How are you, Dana?
I'm good, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm great. I cannot thank you enough for doing what you did.
You're more than welcome.
And writing about it in such a moving way for Peter King's site, the mmqb.com. Walk me through why you decided to run in the first place, Dana.
Well, what the article didn't show is there's actually a backstory. I really wanted to do it last year.
Okay.
I mean, just never got around to it. Watch NFL Network, and I thought the charity that you're promoting and why you're doing it is awesome. So this year came around, and I was like, we're doing it. We're doing it this year. And, so rallied the guys. Of course, for children, charity, they're all for it.
Right.
We work at the airport. We're stationed at YVR.
Yeah, I suppose that's you. So you're stationed at the airport. And how did you choose the guys that you were running with? Are those just the 4 of you there at the airport?
Well, it's a pretty slim selection on my shift, Rich. But, I tried to choose the guys that might put up a fight. And, boy, was I a little wrong. They put up too much of a fight for me. But, so we got 4 guys and decided to make it somewhat special. Our crash trucks have a bumper turret, what you're referring to, so we had that used at the finish line.
Well, I also noticed some of the videos that we're showing right now for the radio audience, and for your benefit, we're showing some of these videos right now. It looks like that did you put a camera on a truck? Sort of like.
So we had one of the guys. I thought instead of just, we saw guys like Keith Evans. I mean, that was kind of like a lame video that he posted. So it had to be somewhat special, right? So we thought, why not have it driving right beside us? And I tell that guy to put a shirt on too, by the way.
Yeah,
and anyways,
he took a shirt on. Right.
We decided to just film it that way, and I thought it turned out really well.
So now, who got hurt here? What happened?
Well, I mean, like creative writing. Let's not use the word hurt. Nobody got hurt, but maybe a little nicked.
Oh my gosh!
And,
you showed Dana. There's a photograph of a bloody back of a leg. I mean.
Well, that's weeks later, Rich. Come on. Let's not embellish what might not have or would have happened. So, but so it was good. I mean, you see me stumble out of the gates, super embarrassing on the first one.
Right.
And then after the second one, Chris got a little greedy, sensed Jerry was getting a little tired, wanted to run it again, and maybe shouldn't have.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with Dana Wright, a firefighter at the Vancouver airport, where I did not know this was shot here on the Rich Eisen Show. You ran it too many times, Dana. I could have told you that.
I know. You know what, Rich? I was good with the first one.
Yeah.
And, the guys, they insisted, no, let's keep doing it. So 3 times later, right? Once would have been enough.
Right. And
well, let's talk about the kids, though. Let's not lose sight about
of course.
Why we did this. St. Jude's, that's such a great charity, Rich, and that's why we did it. And we really appreciate what you do for them.
Oh, my gosh. And I appreciate what you did for this. And I'm sure speaking on behalf of folks who live up there in Vancouver, thank you for doing what you do and your colleagues about what you do. And I know you mentioned, and I mentioned, you mentioned that it was a thin group for you to choose from. Although I could see Chris is 265 pounds listed in your article.
He is a big boy. I can't believe I lost to Chris. I was
You
dumbfounded.
lost to him.
I lost him, but Rich, this is not without controversy. There is some false starts going on there. If you look at the tape again, it's not quite a clean start. So, we need to rectify that next time.
Well, it's something that you could you could have handled on the spot. But yeah, there was a false start. You're right. I would have thrown a flag on Chris. Now, was Chris the one who pulled up short?
Well, yeah, if you look at the third one, you can kind of see his arms start flailing like a excited infant lying on his back, and about 10 yards to go. If it was a 30-yard dash, no problem, but the last 10 yards proved to be
certainly. Hey, I blew out my hamstring one year, Dana, in Indianapolis, running it for a third time too, and you can't do it 3 times. You just can't. Certainly. No. How heavy is the fire gear that you're running in? How heavy is that?
It's about 30 pounds extra.
Okay.
And we're running in the gumboots too. I mean, I was really impressed. I think the first year you ran it in dress shoes.
Like for first few years, yes.
And that's really impressive. I mean, you get the Snoop Dogg runners. I mean, okay, I understand, but
maybe we
go
could
back
get
to dress shoes, bro.
Maybe we should get Snoop to make a fire boot for you next year, Dana. When you guys run it.
I think so.
What do you think?
You know what, Rich? I think next year.
Yeah.
In order to solve this controversy about the false start, if we raise a certain amount of money, I think you got to have us at the combine, bro, and we'll run it in full gear and do it again.
Let me do that. And Dana, let me ask you this question before I let you go. Two last questions. And we noticed, Chris Law noticed that the Facebook page that you uploaded your videos to, YouTube page, pardon me, is named Curly Lambeau. What's up with that? Are you a Packer fan?
Oh, really? That's news to me. I never uploaded that, but my captain is a huge Packers fan. I'm not sure if
Jeremy did.
I'll have to ask him. Yeah, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I mean, for a Packers fan, he's a pretty good guy.
So what does that make you?
Oh, I'm a lifelong obsessed Cowboys fan.
Oh boy! So that Des Bryant catch, not a catch, must have been quite something in your area.
Man, yeah, interesting conversation there. Yes, interesting conversation. It was. Can I just say it on your show?
Go for it, Dana.
It was a catch.
Oh,
now you got me all wound up.
Of course it was a catch.
Now my day is wrecked.
Oh, no. Well, let me make it up to you. Do you have a charity up there for your department or something that's up there?
So
okay.
YVR, we're a really proactive department, and charities are actually very important to us. And, we donate actually over $1 million a year. And so we donate to the Burn Fund or to Quest, which brings food to disadvantaged families. So those are 2 charities that are really important to us.
Well, here's what I'd like to do, okay? When we hang up, I'd like you to give the information to your where people could donate or what have you to us here. And then I'd like to put up my shoes that I ran my 40 in for auction, and the proceeds go to your charity.
Oh, my goodness. Rich, that is...
How about that?
I'm blown away. Thank you so much. That is so generous.
No, look, man, I cannot thank you. And in a way, you coming on this show, you represent all the people who did run. And the way that you wrote this piece, I can't send enough people to the mmqb.com to read it. Just the way you wrote it, the way you gave grief to all your colleagues, and not yourself, by the way. I noticed that your pros and cons of how your own...
Hey, I posted that I lost. I think that's good
okay.
enough.
That's true. But it was very humbling. So thank you. And and so I've got the 40-yard dash shoes that I ran my personal best in. We'll auction them off. I don't know how much we'll get.
That's amazing.
Even if it's a dime, you get it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you. And before I sign off, I have to say 2 things. First, hi, Mom. And secondly, I want to just drop Matt Gagne from MMQB. Without him, none of my articles would have made it, and this wouldn't be possible. So thank you, Matt. I hope you're listening, and I wish you the best of health. When
you say articles, plural, what have you written for them before, Dana?
Voice of the Fan, it's based on, it opens up with the catch.
Sure.
It's basically me being a typical Dallas Cowboy whiny fan, lamenting the 2014 season. So you can go on MMQB and read my first article that they published.
All right, Dana. Well, Law's going to get the information from you, okay? And then we'll announce it here, and then we'll we'll put it up on some page where we can, we'll alert our fans to donate whatever they want, and whoever wins gets the shoes, and then you get the money. Okay, Dana?
That's really special, Rich. Watch your show all the time, big fan.
Thank you.
And this was a huge honor, and I'm very humbled.
Likewise. That's Dana Wright of the Vancouver Fire Department, as he mentioned, the YVR.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.